Okay, now everyone's like, oh my gosh, this girl says she's gonna run a marathon and document the whole journey, and she posts once and just disappears for a whole month. I can explain. Hello fitness friends, and welcome to the second video, which is, I kind of forget if it's week 4 or 5 of marathon training. I know it's been a while, but I'll clear it up. I have been training every single week. I've been running, I've been lifting. Training's going good. I did just move to Arizona from Maryland. I am training for my first marathon in January. But moving here, things have definitely come in the way of me just documenting my journey. I wanted to keep my priorities straight, so focus on work, getting adjusted, training, and I kind of pushed documenting off to the side. I had a couple of things come up. I had a car accident, a flat tire, I had a cold. I did get a pet bunny. I'll throw in some videos here. Okay, I will say when I finished up the last video and I went into training the following couple weeks, I did have a couple of videos I took just kind of explaining the runs I was doing, how I was feeling. So I'll throw in like a couple of the relevant ones. I mean, like, it kind of fizzled out there. So this is just like probably like the second and third week of marathon training. So I'm doing a little bit farther runs, a little bit more intense, so just keep that in mind. Like, this was week 2 and 3-ish. So I just finished my 6-mile run. It was good. It kind of like felt like my feet were starting to hurt at the end. My hips were getting tight. But overall, it was a good run. But it's crazy to think in like 5 or 6 months I'll have to run 20 more miles on top of that, which is crazy. Okay, the run was good. I did a mile warm up and then 2 hard 1.5. And then I did like a 400-meter walk in between, maybe a little less. And then finished it off with cool down till I got to 5 miles. But it was good. I really like my new shoes. They're really nice. Okay, last time we talked, I went over why I wanted to run a marathon and how I was going to go about training. I did want to mention just having those strict days picked out for the training wasn't really working. So I sort of rearranged them, if that makes sense. So I'm still running 4 days a week. I have a speed session, easy run, and a marathon pace run. They're all usually back to back. And then Saturday I usually keep for my long run day. When I first started out, it started, I think at 6 miles was the long run, and tomorrow I'll be running 10 miles. So sort of started off slow, but I just really wanted to make sure I was in the best shape I could be to start the training before it got too intense. I keep 2 days for lifting, and I started walking with a community group here in Phoenix, which is really nice since I don't know anyone here. It gives me a chance to meet other people. But I'm not too strict with what days I do what workout. Sometimes things come up with, like, my car had all those problems, or I come home from work and I'm just crazy tired, so I kind of keep it adjustable. I'm still doing the same workouts, holding myself accountable. It's just that the days I do the workout might change week to week, but I'm still putting the work in, getting everything done. But it just allows me a little bit more flexibility, so it's still fun and it's not too strict. If I'm like tired after work, I'm not gonna go out and do like a long run or anything crazy like that. So it's just allowing my body to be ready for those workouts so I can really put my best effort into each and every one of them. So I've definitely learned a lot in the first month of marathon training. The environment here in Phoenix is so different than Maryland. Maryland, it's like 80s or 90s in the summer, so you could still run outside. It'd be hot, but still bearable. Phoenix, the sun is so intense, and it's been a heat wave for quite a while. It's been like 110 highs this last week, so I don't really want to put myself in a situation where I might get hurt if like I don't know the area too well, or I don't end up taking enough water. I don't want to have myself in that situation just yet or anytime soon. So I want to make sure I know the area well enough before I can start running outside. A lot of the paths here aren't on pavement. A lot of them are actual trails, so there's not really a place to store water or cut the run short. Like if you're running on the trail, you're gonna have to finish. You can't just walk back to your car. So I kind of want to avoid that just until I know the area well enough. I also learned a lot about the outfits I was running in, even like how I was wearing my hair. That affected my runs more than I thought it would. I've been going to Planet Fitness to run on the treadmills just because they have a fan there and air conditioning, and it's way more bearable than being outside would be. So I've been running in a lot of crop tops, Under Armour shirts, tank tops, shirts like these where it's kind of thin and breathable. If I wore like a cotton shirt to run in, I would be drenched in sweat. Also my shorts, a lot of them were a little too short to run in that it was comfortable. And even like sports bras, like if your skin is rubbing together for miles, it starts to turn red and really hurts. So I started taking Vaseline with me, and I learned the hard way that if you leave Vaseline in your gym bag and leave it in your car while you're at work, it melts and gets everywhere. So I started carrying it in my purse and taking it in the air conditioner. So if you're in a hot environment, just watch out for that. So the Vaseline definitely helps, and just experimenting with different clothes. I mean, I'm definitely going to be looking more into that closer to race day. But having those practice runs in outfits, like I'm trying to decide even now, like what I can wear on race day where I'm going to be comfortable the entire time. Even the different kinds of socks I have react different with my shoes. I did get a new pair of shoes. That was really exciting. So I got Ultra Torn 6s. The guy at the running store said they would be good for roads and trails, so when it starts to cool down and I can run outside, they'll be good either way, and they should last until January, even though I'm putting in like so many miles. So that was really exciting. But the way my socks are, like, some of them will give me blisters, some of them won't, so just finding the good brands. I use Belega socks. I found them on Amazon, and they're made for running. The heel is a little bit higher, so you don't get the blisters on the back of your feet. And just looking at different things like that makes such a huge difference. Also, the way I was tying my hair, I would have my hair like in a high ponytail, and running, it would just like fall down slowly and slowly. So I was fixing it while I was running, which was very distracting and definitely took some of my energy away from running and into fixing my hair. So even now at the gym, like I started braiding like the top of my hair and just in a little ponytail, and I started using hairspray for that, and that definitely helps so much. It does bother me a little bit just having my hair like rub on my back if I'm in a tank top, so I'm still experimenting with that, but this is a lot better than having to fix a high ponytail every single time. And I braided it because it was kind of falling in my face just in the front, because the front part of my hair is a little bit shorter. But just taking a look at different hairstyles, like, I know that seems kind of silly, but it has made a big difference in my focus, so I can actually focus on lifting and running rather than having to fix my hair every single mile or whatever. So just looking at things like that, like it's helped so much. So I'm gonna say this, and I I'm actually gonna stick to it this time. I'll hopefully be posting every week, if not at least like every other week. Now that I'm more settled, I have my clothes put away, I have all of my kitchen things settled, bathroom things, everything's fine now. My car is fixed, so hopefully having less distractions will hopefully help me be more consistent in documenting. I mean, I have been focused on training, so that hasn't been an issue. It's really just been the documenting part. So hopefully everything's all situated now that I can be posting more consistently. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, and then you'll be able to follow along with the journey when I actually post every week. See you guys.